this article came out today. I just had to read it. Very interesting stuff about a possible U.S. military withdrawal from Syria. And yeah, one drink, that's all it takes. And if this happens, we're going to be going into some very interesting times. So it says here as the headline, Trump plans withdrawal from Syria. Media, the Middle Eastern nation is a mess. That's something Trump would definitely say. It's a mess over there, damn it. 2 million people dead. It's a mess over there. Trump plans withdrawal from Syria. The Middle Eastern nation is a mess and doesn't need American involvement. It doesn't need it, but Israel does, but not Syria. Nope. Fuck them Syrians. Doesn't need American involvement, the U.S. president has argued. So it says here, the Pentagon is drafting plans for a full withdrawal of U.S. troops from Syria. Now, if this is true, this is scary. It's very scary. They have about, 2,000. For a while, they were saying, there's only 900 troops. Only 900 troops in Syria. Well, it turns out it's like 2,000 troops. So this is kind of like Iraq war territory here. Pentagon is drafting plans for a full withdrawal of U.S. troops from Syria, NBC News has reported, citing 2 anonymous defense officials. Now, I just thought of something, guys. If this is true, and Trump pulls all the troops out of Syria, you know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen, right? I don't have to be a genius to figure this out because, I'm not a genius, but I can still figure things out. Turkey is only going to get more powerful. So let me get this straight. Okay, let's just connect some dots here. Let's just connect some dots. Israel is bombarding the shit out of Gaza, killing tens of thousands of people. Trump comes in and says, all right, enough. Can't do that no more. Nope, no more. Can't do that. Put an end to it. And Israel puts an end to it. Rewind back to his first term. Now, everyone was talking, remember when Obama was president and they kept talking about Iran getting a nuke? They said, Iran's got a nuke. They're going to make a nuke, damn it. If we don't stop them, they're going to have nukes. They're going to nuke the whole world. All of the world is going to speak Persian in the middle of a post-nuclear holocaust. Oh, it's going to be terrible. Damn it. We have the Hitler of our times, Ahmadinejad, the little dwarf from Iran. The little dwarf who walks around in pajamas. He's a Hitler, and Ahmadinejad is gone. He lives in an apartment somewhere in Tehran. His mom makes him his dinner. No joke, look it up. His mother makes him his dinner. And so they said Ahmadinejad was Hitler and all this stuff. The dude walks around in his slippers in his apartment, and his mother comes and delivers him some food in some plastic Tupperware every day, some rice raisin pilaf every day. He puts it in the microwave. But he's Hitler. He's going to microwave the whole world. So they said they're going to get the nuke and yada, yada, yada. And so they get the Iran deal. And the Iran deal was all about limiting Iran, putting restrictions on Iran, and said, okay, Iran, you can use nuclear energy, but only for peace. Only for peaceful purposes can you use nuclear energy, and we're going to make sure that you don't make any bombs. So you had this agency whose job it was to make sure that Iran wasn't making a nuke, and supposedly there were all these observers in Iran, and they were making sure, they had their eyes on Iran and all this stuff. So they said, hey, and for a while they were saying Iran is following the rules. I have checked it. The guy from the agency, the nuclear energy agency, whatever it was called, he said Iran is good to go. They are following the rules. They're doing good. We got them. We got them under control. This is fine. Blah, blah, blah. What does Trump do? Trump says, we're going to end the Iran deal. No more Iran deal. How did that hurt Iran? I mean, if the Iranians are really gung-ho about getting a nuclear bomb, and they want to make a nuke because they want to nuke Israel, how in the hell was it helpful to end the Iran deal, which was imposing limitations on the Iranians? How was that helpful? So really, who helped the commencement of, or the enabling of Iran to pursue a nuclear weapon? It was Donald Trump. How is Donald Trump a friend of Israel if he essentially gave the green light, effectively gave the green light to the Iranians to pursue the creation of nuclear weapons? Well, that wasn't his intention. He's smart enough. He's a smart guy. And everybody was saying this. So, okay, so there's that, right? So supposedly Trump is the greatest friend of Israel, but he pulled out of the Iran deal, which means he ended the limitations that were imposed on Iran to hinder Iran from getting a nuclear bomb. He ended those limitations. So then Iran started to do what? They started to actually work to create nuclear weapons. And there are people saying that they're on the verge of getting nuclear weapons. Perhaps they already have nuclear weapons. I wouldn't be surprised if they already have nuclear weapons. So then fast forward to our own time. Donald Trump comes out and he says, we're going to pull out of Syria. Well, who's that helping? That's going to help Turkey. If they pull out of Syria, the 2,000 troops leave Syria, what will happen is a power vacuum will form. Who's going to fill that power vacuum up? It's going to be Turkey. Turkey will fill up the power vacuum. Turkey will fill up the power vacuum. That's only going to help Turkey. Who is Israel terrified of? Turkey. And Turkey is right next door. And Turkey is not like Iran. Turkey is much more powerful than Iran. It's the second most armed country in NATO. And it's literally right next door to Israel. And they toppled Bashar al-Assad. The Americans got rid of Bashar. And what did that do? Created this massive power vacuum. Filled in by who? By Turkey. And so who did that help? Turkey. And if Trump pulls the troops out, who's that going to help? Turkey. And who is going to be put into danger because of that? Israel. So ask yourself, all these people on Twitter saying, oh, Trump is like the big bitch of Israel, and look at Trump pulling a chair. From what I have read, I wouldn't be surprised that Trump pulled the chair back just to be nice and make a facade and make up a show, and he's about to screw over that whole country. It wouldn't be surprising. Haven't you guys ever seen The Godfather? They put the guy in the car. Oh, get in the car. And they strangle him to death. I don't know. Don't just look at what people say. Look at what people do. And Trump is saying, well, put the Palestinians in Jordan. Oh, if you put 600,000 Palestinians in Jordan, that could actually destabilize the Jordan. And if Jordan gets destabilized enough, the Hashemite kingdom will be gone. And who is that going to hurt in the end? Israel. Because then Israel will lose its buffer zone between itself and Iran. How pro-Israel is America? Well, we give them weapons. Yeah, we make money out of them. But truly, think about this. Is America really that pro-Israel? America could be making decisions that will later destroy Israel. So, kind of changes your perspective there when you factor in these things. Should have kept the eye doctor. Yeah, I agree. I'm drinking a glass of Suntory whiskey. Enjoy it. Cheers. Ahmadinejad was great back in the day. He was hilarious. Yeah, he was hilarious. Cheers. But Iran says they have a fatwa on nukes. Oh, there you go. Donald Al-Trump. Don Al-Trumpani. They've been spewing that Iranian nuke thing as long as I was alive. It's true. No, I've been hearing it since I was in high school. Every country around Turkey is in danger. True. But we're talking about Israel here. Trump said his dad was born in Germany. Yeah, he's a German-Scottish dude. Theo, you are thinking of Goodfellas? Oh, really? I'm sorry. Music is on point. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good stuff. It's from some Elden Ring mod that I've never played. So let's go back to this article. Or as the Australians say it, article. Let's go back to the article. Let's go back to the article. U.S. troops entered Syria in 2014 on the pretext of fighting Islamic State, ISIS, and have maintained a presence in the country ever since, despite never being invited by Damascus. According to NBC on Tuesday, U.S. defense officials have begun... This is crazy. This is insane. According to NBC, on Tuesday, U.S. defense officials have begun preparing withdrawal plans, with timelines ranging from 30 to 90 days. Sources told the network that Trump's new national security advisor, Mike Waltz, met with senior military commanders at the headquarters of U.S. Central Command in Tampa Friday, that's today, where he was reportedly briefed on the situation in the Middle East. Commenting on media reports suggesting that he had informed Israel of the imminent pullout, Trump said last week, "We'll make a determination on that. We're not getting involved in Syria." So if they pull out of Syria, that's going to empower the Turks, and the Turks hate the Israelis. So there eventually is going to be a clash between the Turks and the Israelis. Who is America going to side with? You have two prostitutes. You have the Israeli prostitute. You have the Turkish prostitute. The Turkish prostitute has something that the whole world wants, and that's the Strait of the Dardanelles. So America could just one day tell the Israelis, "I'm sorry, I found a better prostitute." Syria is its own mess. They got enough messes over there. They don't need us involved. Well, who's going to be involved, Trumpy? Who's going to be involved? It's going to be Al-Turkiye. The Israeli public broadcaster Khan made the claim regarding the supposed withdrawal plans late last month, which presumably caused concern among Israeli officials. Concern? Why are they concerned? I thought that Trump was their friend and Trump was their big Zionist buddy and he was getting all the money from the Jews. And why are you guys concerned? Oh, you're concerned because Syria is on the border with Israel because of the Golan Heights, and the Turks are rising up in Syria, and if the Americans leave, that means the Syrians will get more powerful. Is Trump really helping you guys? If they pull out of Syria, that's going to make the Israelis even more terrified. There you go. Now, speaking of Syria and Turkey, there is another article that I want to get into, but I first want to read your guys' comments here. Theo, are you still a prepper? I've never been a prepper. I still garden, if that's what you're asking me, and I still can food. And, well, not can, but I jar. I pickle a lot of stuff. I just pickled a whole bunch of turnips, or Korean radishes. Very similar vegetable. Very good stuff. I've never considered myself a prepper, but I do garden a lot, and definitely am still pursuing gardening. Very fun stuff. A lot of fun. Elon Musk is working on humanoid robots that are progressing more and more. Yeah, it's very creepy stuff, guys. It's basically iRobot.